P2P family, it's Dr. Mondo. Are you guys ready to start the first stage of the roadmap to weight loss program? Are you guys ready? I don't know. Judging by your Facebook posts, it certainly sounds like you guys are as fired up right now to get started as you were last Saturday. I thought some of that energy would have maybe worn off by now, but I'm just learning that's how you guys do things at P2P. So I'm so excited. I can't say it enough times. I'm so excited for the number of people that we have joining us on this inaugural stage of the Roadmap to Weight Loss program here at with P2P. You know, I've done this program quite a few times now, and I don't know, you guys are really rivaling for maybe the most excitement I've ever seen coming in to this program, because I think so many of you have told me through your emails, your posts, the comments that you shared at the event and after the event, you guys are hungry for this stuff. You guys are so ready to make some of these internal changes. You know that there's more to your relationship than food, than what meets the eye, and you are ready to rewrite your story through this process. So let me go through 5 things you have to know as we head into this big week. Number 1 is the fact that Monday is when it all begins. Saturday is the launch event. What does that mean? Is that we want everyone signed up by this Saturday. So make sure, if you have not done so already, you got Kit's email and you went ahead and you registered on drmondo.org. That way you are set up, you're logged into the system. You know, take the weekend to kind of just maneuver around a bit, make sure that everything is on there that you need to take a look at. Get comfortable with the site. Ask any questions you have between now and Monday, because come Monday, it is go time. What does that mean? Monday is where we're going to kick off stage 1. And each week, each Monday during the 8 weeks, we kick off another stage. So stage 1 starts this Monday. And we have the entire week from this Monday to the following Monday to talk on the Facebook forum about what's coming up as we engage in the material. So you don't want to get left behind in that discussion. People are going to be talking about things and you're going to think, what the heck are you talking about if you haven't engaged in the material? So the number 2 thing I want you to know is that here's what's most critical about going through this program. Okay, I'm going to prioritize it for you. You are all busy. You have long commutes, as I mentioned to you when I saw you guys. What's the most important thing if you're going through this program? Let's be honest, right? You're busy. You got to prioritize. Number 1, the most important thing is the video lessons. You have to watch them or listen to them in order to know the material. Number 2 is the journal entry. You have absolutely got to do the journal. If you want to go through any of this stuff and actually start to see your story unfold so that you can start rewriting your story as we go along in the program, you have got to do the journal entries. Those are the 2 most important things. Now, there's a lot of other things I didn't mention. There's podcasts, there's articles, there's class notes. Those things are really important. They're available to all of you. I urge you all to engage in that material as well. But the reality is some of you might not have the time. Some of you might not be ready quite yet. This is going to move kind of fast, 1 week at a time through the 8 stages. So I want you to prioritize. Make sure you do those 2 things. That's your number 2 point. Third point is going to be, what do we use with this Facebook group? You know, like, how do we actually engage in it? I want you to use the Facebook group as an opportunity for you to share what's coming up for you as you watch the material and engage in it, and also elements of your own story that you want to start kind of putting out there. The more risks we take on the Facebook forum, the more we will be rewarded in rewriting our story. I'm telling you right now, I see it happen time and again. Not to mention, the more you go through this stuff, you're going to see that part of what helps you keep the weight off long term is being engaged in a community that speaks the language. And boy, do you speak the language of drastic weight loss. You guys get it. You know what it's like to go through it. So as you're going through this process, be sure to use the Facebook forum to share, engage with one another. Tell your story. That's how you're going to get the most out of this program. I guarantee it. Now, the 4th thing that I want you to know is that there's been some questions about people who are not in the program right now. So listen, if you have friends and family, I know some of them missed out on getting in this program. You know, I know P2P is going to do a couple more rounds of this year. You guys are the inaugural group, by the way. How exciting is that? You guys get to be the first alumni we have in 8 weeks. So cool. There's going to be so many people I know that want to do this program. If they're current members at the gym, what I'm going to tell you is make sure you go back to Latasha, go back to P2P. They will direct you to how they're going to handle the next group that is going to get signed up for the program that will launch a little bit down the road. And if there's some friends and family that are not P2P members, obviously they should be P2P gym members, right? But if they're not P2P gym members, maybe they live far out of state or they're somewhere else, they're just not going to get into P2P, but they want to get into the program, go to drmondo.org and go ahead and have them. They can log on now. Of course, the program is going to be more expensive that way. It's $345, right? So it's going to be more expensive, but they can still absolutely engage in this material. And that is really important because you do want to have as many people going through this as possible so that you can engage in creating that support system that speaks the same language. So those are the options if someone still isn't signed up. Again, if you're with P2P, go through them. If those family members and friends are not with P2P, make sure they get to P2P. And in the third option, you can't get them to do any of the above. Have them go on to drmondo.org, click programs, and just register for the program. They can go through it on their own. They want to have access to this private Facebook group. That's a perk of P2P, working closely with myself, but they can go through this material and get a lot of the good stuff that we'll be getting from it as well. What's the fifth thing? The fifth thing is that there's going to be new content constantly coming up that is not going to be released into the program. That's only going to be released through the blog. And so what I want you to do is make sure that you go to drmondo.org, bookmark the page. The other thing I want you to do too is go to my Facebook. I'll put a link here in this video, but go to my Facebook business profile. You guys can add me on my personal friends list too, by all means, but definitely follow the place where I will be posting a lot of not just articles, but also I'll be sharing other videos. I'll be doing that in the forum, but I'm always going to be doing that on Dr. Mondo's Facebook page. And again, that is facebook.com/Dr. DOCTOR Those are the 5 things you need to know. I'm exhausted. I better rest up because you guys are going to work me out. And I mean through this program. I know you guys want to work me out and get me up there for a workout, which by the way, I'm going to plan on doing it. There'll be more events coming up. I will come work out with you guys. I promise. AKA I'll get my butt kicked, but I'm up for it because you guys are so so inspiring and so motivated that you've got me motivated to come do that. So if you have any other questions, leave them in the comment thread. Hit up Kit. Otherwise, have a great week 1. I'll be back. I'll be logging in. Don't worry about me. I'll be back to check in with you guys, to ask you guys questions, and we will get stage 1 going. It is time to rewrite your story. It is time to get started on the Roadmap to Weight Loss program through drmondo.org, and I cannot wait. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys soon.